Good evening. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Today marks the 14th day that a number of unhoused individuals and their supporters have been outside of Hamilton City Hall. They're calling for council to meet with them to discuss the ongoing issue of encampments, their displacement, and the lack of alternatives some residents are facing. Roger Collins was at a rally outside Hamilton City Hall this afternoon and joins us live in studio with the details. Roger?
Adam, this all started late last month when crews began clearing out some of the tents and structures along the rail trail. The people at today's rally have been calling for a conversation with the city officials since, and so far, only one has shown up.
It is a choice. It is a policy decision to let people die on the streets. Shame! Shame! Shame!
Shame! Today marks the 14th day that some of Hamilton's unhoused, alongside their supporters, have been gathered outside of City Hall, calling for council to meet with them and discuss alternatives to the current approach of dismantling encampments and displacing those living in them. Thus far, only Ward 2 Councillor Cameron Kretsch has shown up.
Kind of a simple call. There's a sign up that says right here, City Council meet with us, and you couldn't have made it more accessible than showing up on the front lawn of City Hall to ask people to walk outside about 50 feet to say hello. And unfortunately, I'm not sure many have made it out so far, which is pretty disappointing. But one thing I've learned from talking to folks who are forced to live outside is that if we can't solve the problem immediately, if we don't have a solution in the moment, the least we can do is leave people alone, let them determine what they're going to be able to do, and not chase them from park to park to park, with nowhere for them to go.
Yesterday, Kretsch took to Twitter where he said, quote, "Getting rid of the encampment protocol isn't working. Those forced to live on the streets told us this wouldn't work. They were right, as they have been many times." For those living on the street, having to move every day proves to be a monumental challenge.
It takes me a long time to get packed up and torn down in the morning, and then I have to hide everything. So my camp's been raided twice. I lost all my warm clothes. I've lost this dog's meds. And members of the Hamilton Encampment Support Network say the city's efforts are misguided.
This tiny homes project, 80 spaces for a cost of now I think it's something like $7 million. It was way over budget. This is money we could just be using to house people directly. A few years ago, the City Council estimated that wraparound supports for 100 individuals was $2 million. Rent for 100 individuals at that time, at average market rate, was something like $5 million. So for $7 million, which is the price of the tiny homes, you could have housed 100 people in actual housing and given them full support.
One of the organizers tells me that while the tents are packed up during the day, at night they come right back out, and they intend to continue to do that until their demands are met.